Welcome to Clean Cut Studios in New York City.
This is where the city meets the sticks. I'm your host, Grant White.
And I'm Michael Hidasi. Speaking about money and things that are in the news, how about Conor McGregor yapping his mouth off about fighting Floyd?
I love this.
Pretty boy Floyd Mayweather.
I love it. I want to see it. I want to see it because
Why do you want to see it?
I can't stand Floyd Mayweather. Conor McGregor's not that close in line either. He's not really like the best dude.
They're both
Floyd
jerks.
Mayweather is like the highest paid athlete there is, and he's never given $1 to charity. He's all in it for himself. You can't take it with. I know it. It's well known that he hasn't given.
I don't believe that.
Well, look it up.
I mean, people don't publicize their charity work. Number one. Number two,
they don't.
No.
What did Tim Tebow just do? He was just in Haiti doing like a night of hope.
Look it up.
Tim Tebow was just doing a night of hope.
Tim Tebow.
Yes. My
Tim
boy,
Tebow,
he just did a prom for like 70,000 kids.
Dude, Tim Tebow's an altar boy.
He's
okay?
the best.
We're talking about vicious men that are in a combat sport. Okay, we're not talking about Tim Tebow. These guys are animals. Like, they want to fight to beat your ass. And seriously, Conor McGregor, he had a GQ interview. Number one, what is Conor McGregor doing on GQ? I mean, this guy, he's ugly, number one. Number two, he's tatted up from here to there. He's like 5'3". No, listen to me. I don't like the fact that he can go on GQ and his quote says, "People think I'm a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. I break people's faces, get money, and bounce." You know what I think about someone like that? They should be in jail. Because you break people's faces, you get money and bounce.
He's a trash talker. What do you think
garbage.
Floyd Mayweather said?
He hasn't beaten anybody good, number one. Conor McGregor is all talk. If he got into the ring with Floyd Mayweather because he thinks he's all cocky, he would get destroyed. He would get embarrassed in the ring. A real true man sport. A boxing event that is all head and no brawn, basically. It's a smarts game. Because the way boxing is scored, it's actually a scoring system. I mean, what is the scoring system?
There's a scoring system in UFC too.
What?
And the thing about UFC,
who bleeds out 5 liters of blood first?
They don't bleed in boxing?
Very rarely, but I mean, even if they do, they have cut men there to take care of them. They can stop the fight. I'm literally, in UFC, you fight until the person is blacked out, basically.
So you're saying because of Conor McGregor's comments, you just hate UFC?
I think it's a bad sport. I don't think it should be publicized. And
it's a lot more. Can I have my moment to speak here? He's going to lose his breath. The thing about UFC is you have to be talented in more than one. It's a mixed martial arts. You have to be jiu-jitsu, wrestling. You need to know your grappling. You need to be able to punch. I mean, it's a lot more than just standing and being a human boxing bag.
Not in this day and age in UFC. You know, in mixed martial arts were the days of Bruce Lee, and when they had these events overseas in Asia and these highly respectable events where these guys were in combat sports. Now they literally put 2 uneducated animals. Hold on a second.
Wait. You can't say they're uneducated.
Into a chain link fenced ring, right? And they tell them to go beat the crap out of each other for 15 minutes, 3 rounds for 15 minutes. Get the heck out of here, Grant. You know what? And there's a reason why, and this goes with society as a whole, there's a reason why New York Fighting Association or Boxing Association, whatever the regulatory sanctions are, there's a reason why it was banned in New York City for like 25 years. But
the ban is lifted.
Yeah, the ban's lifted. You know why? Greed, money, and they see the dollars, and they see the people, the fans, the barbarians that want to watch these guys beat the hell out of each other.
Can I just tell you about greed? Floyd Mayweather shuns charitable giving, says he makes money for himself. Tell me that's not greedy. That's greedy. The thing about mixed martial arts, you have guys that were 4-time Division I wrestling champs that come over to this sport because they want to continue because the USA wrestling isn't what it could be because not enough money goes into it.
So once again, comes down to money. Right. So a wrestler has to train. By the way, I'm good friends with someone who trained and tried to become a professional UFC guy.
He must hate you.
He broke his nose 3 times in training. He tore his Achilles. And listen, he never made it to the big time. He never made it into one UFC event.
What's the difference with boxing?
My point is, you've got a wrestler, a grappling wrestler, trying to beat a jiu-jitsu master. Okay, this doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. It's not even a sport.
It's mixed martial arts. You come to the table with what you have and you see what's better.
What it is a hodgepodge of people that want to fight, and they put them in and say who wins.
No,
it's
that's
barbaric.
street fighting. That's Kimbo Slice. Rest in peace,
barbaric.
Kimbo. That's what Kimbo would just go into backyards and get into street fights. This is not.
And where did Kimbo end up? heart attack dead after he fought in the octagon and literally couldn't breathe.
We had underlying health conditions. That's not that could happen to anybody.
Yeah,
that could happen to someone boxing.
from
And you look
being
at
a
Mike
maniac.
Tyson. Does Mike Tyson look like he's the smartest guy in the world? You can't say that the terrible statement you made was that UFC fighters are uneducated. That's terrible. They're not uneducated people. They know what they're doing.
Listen, I don't know if not all of them do, number one. Number two,
Look at BJ Penn. Look at Anderson Silva. Look at Uriah Faber. All these guys.
fine, you're going to have your exceptions, right? But in boxing, I mean, it's a tactical sport in the sense that you know the rules, you're just throwing hands, and it's about
Exactly. You're
punching
just
and
throwing hands.
defending.
That's all you need to know how to do is just punch hands.
Right.
That's uneducated. The
It's an
people
art,
that
though.
are educated, those are the UFC fighters. You can ask Facebook. Facebook, tell us who's more educated. Are they the boxers or the UFC fighters? I think it's going to be a wowing nod toward the UFC.
Gary Feldman just joined. I know he does the podcast on WFAN Outside the Cage. I know he's a big UFC guy, but I'm sorry. I can't get behind the sport. I mean, do I watch the big fights? Yeah, I mean, I watch them because I want to be up to date and know what's going on. But I can't get into it like I can a boxing match. And you know what? And the fact, just to get back to Mayweather and this bum McGregor, if this guy gets in the boxing ring with Mayweather, all you guys are all excited to watch it. I'm not excited to watch it. You know what? I've learned my lesson. Nobody can beat Floyd Mayweather Jr., okay? Nobody.
Who's he fought?
He's fought plenty of guys. He's got, Sugar Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Manny Pacquiao. He's got all the biggest names that were put in front of him, and he defeated all of them. Not only did he defeat them, but they couldn't even hit him. Okay?
Listen, I'm going to defend the UFC and Conor McGregor in this one, but I will say I don't know how he would fare against Floyd Mayweather just because he's scrawny, and Nate Diaz beat the crap out of him.
Right, he's been knocked on his butt and knocked
And
out
the thing
cold.
is, if he loses one more time, like the trash talk has to be done. Like he needs to go off the map because he can't keep running his mouth and keep losing. So it would be this would be like an all or nothing thing for Conor McGregor. This would be like if he chooses to do this, then it's all in for him. But if he chooses not to do it, then you can't just keep running your mouth and not back it up.
Absolutely, and Drew makes a great point, kind of sums up exactly what I'm saying. Boxers are where it's at. UFC is just haymakers and street fighters. And you get a lot of that. You get a lot of that. Most of them are.
It's chokes, it's TKOs, it's grappling, it's ground game. How can you say that it's just haymakers? That's completely false. I'm sorry. Not true at all. Have you watched a show?
Listen, everybody's watched, okay? And I think that
Clearly you haven't, and Drew, I appreciate you coming
I have
on.
watched it.
You haven't watched.
You think me, out of all people, I haven't watched? Really? Really? I'm up all hours of the night watching every sport
I don't know when
possible.
you sleep.
I don't sleep.
You're exhausted.
Sleep is for the weak. That's time for another story. Listen, you guys are going to get ready and you're all going to get your popcorn and order your fights for $69.99 or watch it on some illegal stream and get all excited for Mayweather, McGregor. And then what? At the end, you're going to say, oh, boxing's so boring. Oh, Mayweather won. Oh, boxing's so boring. Let me
But
get back
here's
to UFC.
the thing.
You know what? Boxing's not boring. You're just witnessing the best boxer to ever live.
But it's irrelevant until someone like Conor McGregor would come over. Conor McGregor is a walking promotion.
Yeah, he's a great marketer.
He would make the regular person go and watch it and buy the pay-per-view match to go and watch that. I'm not going to watch Floyd Mayweather because I don't care. But if I heard Conor McGregor was going to come in, I'm like, oh, it's the same thing that Dana White dealt with the UFC. They paid him all this money because he is a walking promotion. He is the reason that UFC is where it's at.
I mean, I agree with you.
Thank you.
McGregor,
I think that's the first time ever. Mark it on your.
Hold on a second.
Das
You didn't
agreed
ask
with me.
me. I don't agree with you on
Holy crap!
this.
It's February 16th at 2:29, and
No.
Das
I
agreed
don't
with me.
agree with you on the whole thing. I just agree with you
It's like
that
a weight has been lifted.
that McGregor is an expert marketer. And what makes it even smarter is he's going after the best marketer out there.
Oh, it's great.
So that, I agree that he should do for himself to try and get the most money and fight whoever he has to fight, right? Because that's his business. As he says, he breaks people's faces and gets money and bounces. I mean, that person should be in jail. I'm sorry.
Why? He's a
I'm
trash talker. You say that
around-
stuff to me every day, and
Yes.
you're not in jail.
Yeah, I say it, but he actually does it.
Right, because it's a legal sport.
Yeah, it should be illegal.
Why?
Ban it again. It was banned before, ban it again. When was the last time you've seen boxing banned? It's not. Because it's a humane sport. It's
what?
a combat hand-to-hand sport.
Humane?
Yeah, it's a humane sport.
University of Maine, Humane. My
Don't
friend
make fun of
can't
my
speak
accent.
right. He's not from here. Or he is from here. I guess I'm not from here.
Listen, I want to know what you guys think on Facebook Live. I know it's going to be a big, big fight. And To me, I want to see the best in the world go 12 rounds. I don't want to see a couple of men rolling around on the ground and for 7 minutes out of 15.
Boxing's
and
irrelevant right now,
basically
dude.
just rubbing junk the whole damn
It's
time.
irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. It's only irrelevant because there isn't an American champion. And you know why? Because they're all into this UFC garbage. If one of
That's
them
right.
actually became an American heavyweight champion boxer, boom.
Gone
sport
are
would
the
be-
days of Rocky, my friend.
They're not gone. They're always going to be around.